Hey guys, I'm Brianne. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here today. We are going to do a first impression and review on the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. Now this is super popular. It came out a little while ago and just blew up, and so many people love it. I'm not gonna say everyone, but there are many great reviews on YouTube about this foundation, and I've been wanting to try it for a really long time, and I finally got my hands on some. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the claims that they say on the box first. So this is allergy tested, 100% fragrance free, ophthalmologist tested, moderate to full coverage, and a natural matte finish. A foundation and concealer in one for a natural, beyond perfected look that lasts all day. Lightweight moisturizing makeup covers thoroughly without clogging pores. Color stays true even through sweat and humidity. For complete coverage, dot all over the face and blend. Use the unique applicator to spot conceal, and it is oil free. So when these first came out, there was lots of feedback about the palest shade that was available and it not being all that pale. And then a little while later, they came out with a couple new shades. So this is the shade Breezy, which is their lightest shade that I am aware of. And this is what the bottle looks like. So it is a glass container, really heavy. And when you twist off the lid, it's kind of like a gigantic concealer because it has its own wand right here. Since I just cleaned my face, I'm gonna go ahead and dot this all over my face and just put it on. I just feel like that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. I have no idea how much I'm gonna need here, so I'm just gonna do a couple dots and blend it out. Now, normally I don't have a lot of issues with my skin. I don't break out a lot, but for whatever reason, this winter, I have had really bad luck with my skin. I've had lots of breakouts. So I'm hoping that this covers well. I might need more foundation than this, but let's go ahead and start. So we're just gonna go ahead and pounce this around. And I'm really hoping that this matches my skin color. It looks like it's blending in really nice now. It's been so long since I've watched a review on this. I don't remember if it oxidizes at all. I wouldn't be surprised if it does oxidize a little. It seems to look like it's matching my skin color on my face really well. The only issue is my face naturally is a little bit darker in color than my chest and neck, and I prefer to match my chest and neck so it's not a completely different color. So once we get this blended out more, we'll have a better idea on this color match. So this definitely is a little thicker than I was expecting it to be. I don't know why. I thought it would be just a little bit thinner. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, it's just not quite what I was expecting. I feel like I'm gonna need more than this on the sides of my face, so I'm gonna go ahead and get just a tiny bit more. Now, if you normally use a brush, by all means, blend it out with a brush if that's what works for you. For whatever reason, a lot of times brushes do not blend out foundations well on me. I don't know what it is. So I figure I'm just gonna stick with my handy dandy sponge because that is what I use like every day. Now, it did say it was fragrance free. It has a smell to it. It's not like perfumey and flowery, but there is a bit of a smell. It smells a little chemically. It smells almost like paint, but not in a super strong way. Like MAC Studio Effects and even like the L'Oreal, what's it called? I can't even think of the names of them. There's other foundations that smell even stronger, like paint, like exactly like you're opening up a can of paint. This isn't quite as strong, but it definitely has a bit of that smell to it. It's covering super well. I have redness on my face, which you can see I'm about to cover up here, and it canceled all of that out on this side, so that's awesome. Okay, so that is all blended out. That blended out really nice. I think it looks great, other than, like I said, I'm seeing a little bit more texture than I normally do, but again, it's been so long since I've filmed, guys, because there's just so much going on that I just might not be used to seeing myself under these lights. So I will report back to you later and let you know how I feel this looks under like natural lighting in my house and whatnot, but I think it blended out really nice. It has really good coverage. It evened out my skin tone quite a bit. I don't have a lot more than I need to cover to be able to test out how well you can build it up. I don't want it to get too thick. As far as the color match of my neck, it looks close. It's so hard for me to tell. It does look like it's a little bit darker than my neck. I'm curious to see how much this will oxidize to see if it gets even darker than this right now. This feels pretty nice on the skin. It feels the tiniest bit tacky still, and I am getting a little bit of transfer when I touch it. I'm definitely getting a little, you might not be able to see that, but I am getting a little bit of transfer onto my fingers. So I'm just gonna go back over it really quick just to blend it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna powder today because I just wanna see how this holds up. I'm not even gonna put concealer under here because I wanna see how that holds up as well, if it creases a lot. So this is how it looks. Sorry, I haven't done my hair yet today. This is how it looks. I think it looks really nice. I wanna go upstairs and check out how the texture looks in the lighting in my bathroom. But I will do my makeup and check in with you a little bit later and let you know how it's going. Whew, just ran down the stairs and I'm a little out of breath. Alright guys, I am back. I have my makeup and hair done now. I will say as soon as I ran upstairs to do my makeup, the foundation was already creasing just underneath my eyes. So I used my RCMA No Color Powder to set underneath my eyes. And I did notice that the T-zone, it just seemed like it was going to be a little too reflective. It says it's a matte formula, a matte finish, but there is a little bit of a sheen, like a satin sheen to it. And I just didn't really love how that looked on my skin, so I went ahead and used the RCMA No Color Powder on my forehead, my nose, and my chin just to set it a little bit. And I have to say this foundation looks beautiful on my skin up in my bathroom in my normal lighting. I think it's just these big bright lights right here that make my texture more noticeable for me. I don't think you can see it through the viewfinder quite as much, but right here under the lights, I do notice it, but under normal lighting, the foundation looks absolutely beautiful. When I first put on my contour, it did look like it was gonna be patchy because the foundation, as I mentioned before, had a little bit of that tackiness feel to it, and it looked like it was gonna be patchy, but once I blended and blended, which didn't take a lot of work, but it blended out really nicely, I think. My bronzer and my blush blended out beautifully. The shine that you're seeing on my skin right now is highlight, so I have that on my cheekbone, the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and that's not the foundation looking shiny or greasy whatsoever. That is my highlight. But I have to say I love, sorry, I'm looking at how this looks in the viewfinder, so that's what I'm looking at over there. I love how this looks on my skin. I think it looks fantastic. My makeup has been on for about an hour already because I did my hair, my makeup, and a couple other things before I was able to come down and film. And it looks great so far. I will check in with you a little bit later today to let you know how it's wearing, but I have really high hopes. I really want to love this foundation. I think it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good, but we will check in later and see. So I will see you in a couple hours. Hey guys, I am back. The foundation has been on for 8.5 hours, and I will say that maybe about halfway through, 4 hours in, I was hanging out with my sister, and she had mentioned that it looked like my mascara had transferred onto my skin here and it was a little smudgy, so I just, ran my fingers to wipe it off. And I'm gonna assume, because that doesn't happen to me very often, I'm gonna assume it's because the foundation was oily or tacky or something like that. And so I have kind of longer bottom lashes, so it ended up kind of transferring my mascara onto my eye area here. I had powder just right directly here where it creases, but I didn't come down any further. So I will have to try again and powder a little bit further down in this area, which I do a lot of the time, especially if I use like my concealer, my Tarte Shape Tape to brighten there. I will powder this whole area. So I'll have to see if that keeps it from transferring any mascara onto my face here. I will say right now, where I powdered my face on my forehead, my nose, and my chin, it definitely looks cakey, or like the powder is like separating a little bit from the foundation. When you're up close from far away, you don't really notice it at all. But where I did not powder my face at all, my skin looks really, really, really nice. And I love how it works. I am a little shiny, you could see. I have my highlight on, here and here, but I'm a little bit shiny kind of in my T-zone area where I produce more oil, but overall I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it oxidized any darker than it did when I first put it on, which is really great. So overall I would say that I really like this foundation. I'm still gonna have to wear it again. It always takes a couple tries usually to see how I really like it. But so far I would say it's really good results. I think it looks pretty nice. So if you guys have any questions about this foundation, please put them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them for you. If you enjoyed this video, found it helpful at all, please give me a like. It helps me out a lot when you do that. It just helps more people to see my videos when they're searching. And I really appreciate it when you guys give me a like. It helps a lot. And please subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And if you want to be notified, just hit that little bell button next to the subscribe button. I can't wait to see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Bye.